Broke at 30? Don't panic. You're not too late. In fact, this could be the perfect time to start investing. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact steps you can take, even if you feel like you have no savings, no experience, and no idea where to begin. So whether you've Googled how to start investing, search for investing in your 30s, or just want personal finance tips on how to save money and invest, this video is for you. You'll learn the best investments for beginners, the truth about how to build wealth in your 30s, and a clear path forward. Quick proof so you know this is real. I didn't grow up rich. At 30, I was broke and felt behind. But by following the exact 5 steps I'm about to share, I built my first investment portfolio, cleared debt, and finally felt in control of my future. These steps work, and if they work for me, they can work for you too. Here's the problem. Most people think they'll start investing later, when they have more money, but later never comes. If you're 30 and broke, you may feel like it's too late. You see friends buying houses, stocks, even crypto, and you think you missed the boat, but that's a lie. What matters isn't when you start, it is that you start. And the truth? Most people in their 30s are still living paycheck to paycheck. So if you feel stuck, you're not alone. But after today, you'll know exactly how to get unstuck and build wealth, even starting small. Step 1, shift from survival mode to builder mode. Most 30-year-olds are trapped in survival mode, earning just enough to pay bills, maybe saving a little, but never getting ahead. Builder mode is different. Every peso has a purpose, and that purpose is growth. I had a friend who realized she was spending nearly 5,000 pesos a month on food delivery. When she tracked it, she cut down to half and saved 2,000 pesos every month. But here's the key. She didn't just let it sit in her account. She redirected that money into an ETF, an exchange-traded fund that tracks the top companies in the stock market. In just 1 year, she had 24,000 pesos invested and growing. Builder mode means every peso you save is not just leftover change. It's a seed, planted into the right investment, and it grows into something far more powerful. Step 2, learn the language of money. You can't win a game if you don't know the rules. And honestly, most people avoid investing because the terms sound intimidating. One viewer once told me they avoided investing for years because they did not understand words like ETF or compound interest. But once they got the basics, everything started to click. So what is an ETF? An exchange-traded fund is like a basket of stocks. Instead of buying one company, you buy the whole basket. Imagine owning tiny pieces of 100 companies at once. It is one of the best investments for beginners because it is simple and diversified. And what's compound interest? It's when your money earns money, and then that money also earns money. For example, if you invest $100, or about 5,600 pesos, and it grows 10% to $110, or 6,160 pesos. Next year, you're not just earning on $100 or 5,600 pesos. You're earning on $110 or 6,160 pesos. Over time, that snowball effect is what builds wealth. The more fluent you are in the language of money, the less fear you will feel. Knowledge turns hesitation into action. Step 3, start smaller than you think. Most people believe they need hundreds of thousands to start investing. Not true. You can begin with the cost of one weekend night out. One guy I coached used to spend at least 2,000 pesos every Friday on drinks, rides, and food. He decided to redirect just one of those nights per month into investing. In his first year, that was 24,000 pesos saved and invested, money he would have otherwise blown away without thinking. So if you are asking how to start investing at 30 with no money, here's the secret. You do not need to start big. Start with what you already have, even if it is small. Small amounts done consistently beat waiting forever. Step 4. Invest in cash flow skills. Most guides stop at assets, stocks, crypto, real estate. But at 30, your fastest path to wealth is not the stock market. It is increasing the cash you can invest. These are not the freelancing or side hustle skills we have already talked about. I mean practical money multipliers. Example, your negotiation skills. Imagine you're offered 50,000 pesos a month for a new role. Most people just say yes, but with the right script, say, based on my research, similar roles pay closer to 60,000 pesos, and given my experience, I believe that's fair. With that, you could walk away with an extra 10,000 pesos every single month. That's 120,000 pesos more per year without working a single extra hour. Next, your tax literacy. Many Filipinos do not realize how much money slips away just because they do not understand deductions. For example, if you are earning 500,000 pesos annually and learn how to properly file allowable deductions, you could save 20,000 to 30,000 pesos in taxes legally. That is money you can redirect straight into investments. Another one, your productivity systems. Simple tools like time blocking, habit trackers, or automation apps help you reclaim hours lost to distractions. And reclaimed time can be converted into income or learning new skills. A friend of mine felt stuck earning just enough to get by. Instead of chasing another hustle, she learned how to negotiate her salary. Within 6 months, she got a raise worth $400, or about 22,400 pesos per month. That's almost 270,000 pesos a year of new money she could invest. No risky gamble, no extra job, just one skill that changed her cash flow. That is the power of investing in yourself first. Step 5. Build your freedom fund. This is not just an emergency fund. It is your runway for bigger opportunities later. Aim for at least 6 months of expenses. If you spend $1,000 a month, or about 56,000 pesos, that means saving $6,000 or roughly 336,000 pesos. Sounds impossible? Let's break it down. Saving $250 a month or 14,000 pesos gets you there in 2 years. And even if it takes 3 or 4 years, imagine the freedom of knowing you are not one paycheck away from disaster. That fund does not just protect you, it gives you the courage to take risks, invest more aggressively, or even pivot careers. That's how you future-proof your 30s. Bonus tip, do not compare your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 10. Yes, some people invested in their 20s, but many wasted their 20s too. What matters is you are starting now. And if you are broke at 30, how to build wealth is simple. Follow these 5 steps and stay consistent. Here's your homework. Track your spending this week, find at least 2,000 pesos you can cut, and redirect it into a beginner-friendly investment like an ETF. Then email me at freedomyearsproject@gmail.com with the subject line, "I'm ready to invest," and I will send you this free guide. Investment moves to break free from the 9 to 5. Now I want to hear from you. What is the #1 thing holding you back from investing? Fear, lack of cash, or not knowing where to start? Drop it in the comments. And if this video gave you clarity, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who is also figuring out how to start investing at 30.